Hello dear students, today I am here with another new set containing 60 most important MCQs selected from different topics, and this set will also be helpful for those students who are preparing from different competitive examinations including the forthcoming WB SLST, PSC, NBS, KBS, LT grade, GIC, OZ and many more examinations. So let's get started. Question number 1. Through the world is too much with us, Wordsworth records his strong protest against the options are the sensuous beauties of nature, paganism, Christianity, the growing materialism of his age. We know Wordsworth's The World is Too Much With Us is a Petrarchan sonnet, and here Wordsworth regrets and explores the extreme materialism of his age. So the main theme of the poem is the growing materialism of his age. So the right option is D, the growing materialism of his age. Next, question number 2. The English fire beside which Lucy turns her wheel symbolizes. The options are domestic warmth and comfort, danger and destruction, the coldness of England, Lucy's anger. And domestic fire obviously suggests or symbolizes domestic warmth and comfort. So the right option is A, domestic warmth and comfort. Next, question number 3. The floating clouds their state shall lend. Here state refers to the options are beauty, solitariness, motion, quietness. And this line is taken from Wordsworth's famous Lucy poem, 3 years she grew in sun and shower. And here Wordsworth shows that different aspects of nature teach Lucy and make her a complete lady. And in this context, the poet says, the floating clouds their state shall lend to her. So here state means obviously motion or movement. So the right option is C, motion or movement. Next, question number 4. In one of those sweet dreams I slept. The poet dreams of, the options are orchard plot, dove, nature, Lucy. And this line is taken from Strange Fits of Passion Have I Known. And here the poet says, in one of those sweet dreams I slept, kind nature's gentlest boon. And in his dream, the poet obviously dreams of his lady love, Lucy. So the right option is D, Lucy. Next, question number 5. The azure sister in Ode to the West Wind is symbol of, the options are hope and renewal, destruction and chaos, the poet's lost love, the west wind itself. And azure sister is the spring wind, and this spring wind obviously stands for or symbolizes hope and renewal, because after the decay and destruction of winter, spring brings new life with energy and vivacity. The poet says, fill with living hues and ardors, plain and hill. So the right option is A, hope and renewal. Next, question number 6. And the oozy woods. Here oozy means, the options are soft, submarine, wild, stormy. And oozy means obviously submarine, because here Shelley describes the activities of the west wind over the Atlantic Ocean, and in this context he says, while far below the sea blooms and the oozy woods which wear the shapeless foliage of the ocean know thy voice and suddenly grow grey with fear. So here oozy means obviously submarine or underwater. So the right option is B, submarine. Next, question number 7. its aerial hue. Here Shelley mentions the options are sun, moon, firefly, rose. And the lines are like a glow-worm, golden in a dale of dew, scattering unbeholden its aerial hue. So here aerial hue refers to the color or faint light of the glowworm or firefly. So the right option is C, glowworm or firefly. Next, question number 8. What does the phrase unbodied joy imply about the Skylark song? The options are: it is tied to physical beauty, it transcends the material world, it has no real impact on the poet, it is meaningless without human interpretation. And the phrase unbodied joy is equal to blithe spirit. And here the poet obviously highlights the immortality of the bird, and he means to say that the song of the bird is joyful or joyous, and the bird is unbodied, that is not made of blood and flesh, that is it's a spirit, so immortal. And in this way he makes the bird transcend the material world, or the bird does not belong to the material world. So the right option is B, because the bird transcends material world. Next, question number 9. What mood dominates the speaker in Ode to a Nightingale? The options are joy and optimism, melancholy and contemplation, anger and rebellion, excitement and hope. And in Ode to a Nightingale, Keats is eager to transport himself to the world of the nightingale, because he finds this world to be full of the weariness, the fever and the fret. And the tone of the poet is obviously melancholy or sad, because this poem also highlights some personal aspects like the death of his younger brother Tom Keats, and also his unsuccessful love affair with Fanny Brown. So here the mood dominates is obviously melancholy and contemplation. So the right option is B, because the poem deals with melancholy note or serious note, and there is contemplation on the part of the poet. So the right option is B. Next, question number 10. The Queen Moon, according to Keats, is surrounded by. The options are clouds, leaves, stars, angels. In the poem, we find the lines, and happily the Queen Moon is on her throne, clustered around by all her starry phase. So, the phase or attendants are the stars. So, the moon is surrounded by obviously the stars. The right option is C, the stars, because the stars are here imagined to be the attendants of the moon or the Queen Moon. Next, question number 11. Keats at first personifies autumn as the options are cypressa, gleaner, reaper, winnower. And in the second stanza of Ode to Autumn, Keats personifies autumn at first as a winnower, then as a reaper, then as a gleaner, and at last as a cypressa. So the right option is D, because the first personification is the winnower. Next, question number 12. What time of the day is described in the final stanza of To Autumn? The options are morning, noon, evening, midnight. And in the final stanza, we find the lines, while the bird clouds bloom the soft dying day, and touch the stubble plains with rosy hue. So the time mentioned is obviously evening. So the right option is C, evening. Next, question number 13. And no, not me. Here the knowledge is about the speakers. The options are adventurous passion, own identity, rank of an ambitious ruler, heroism. and this line is taken from Tennyson's famous poem Ulysses. Here Ulysses is the speaker and he says this about his subjects or the people of Ithaca. And Ulysses says that hoard and sleep and feed and know not me. So the people of Ithaca are uncivilized and they are unable to understand the adventurous passion of Ulysses. So the right option is A, because the subjects of Ulysses are unable to understand his adventurous passion or quest for travel and adventure. Next, question number 14. What does Ulysses mean by I am become a name? The options are he is forgotten by his people, he is famous for his past deed, he has changed his identity, he is ashamed of his reputation. Ulysses, we know Ulysses is the man of action and himself says, I am become a name for always roaming with a hungry heart. Much have I seen and known. So the line here means that Ulysses is famous for his past deed because Ulysses means man of action and adventure. So the right option is B. He is famous for his past deeds and deeds refer to obviously his adventurous journey. Next, question number 15. Is this your sole praise from a friend? Here the poet means the options are poet, sculptor, musician, soldier. We find the line, what man of music, you grow grey with notes and nothing else to say. Is this your sole praise from a friend? So, here the poet means obviously the man of music or musician. So, the right option is C, musician. Next, question number 16. In the opening stanza of the last ride together, what is the rejected lover's initial emotional tone regarding his situation? And in the opening stanza or the first stanza, the rejected lover is just rejected by the lady love and then he takes his rejection boldly. He doesn't accuse the lady love or scold and rather he blazes her and tries to rationalize his failure in love by referring to the failures of the world in general. So, the right option should be resignation and a surprise sense of thankfulness because in the poem we find the line, since this was written and needs must be. And also the rejected lover says, my whole heart rises up to blaze your name in pride and thankfulness. So the right option is D, resignation and a surprising sense of thankfulness. Next, question number 17. How does the speaker react to the song of the thrush? The options are indifferent, angry, surprised and confused, joyful. And the speaker was obviously surprised and confused because he says, at once a voice arose among the black twigs overhead in a full-throated even song of joy illimited. And the poet was obviously surprised and confused to hear such a joyous song because the atmosphere was bleak, dark, and the time was evening and the season was winter. So, the song was out of place. So the reaction of the poet or speaker was surprised and confused. The right option is C. Next, question number 18. How does Hardy personify the passing of the century in the poem? The options are the century is depicted as a fading light. The century is described as a corpse. The century is shown as a setting sun, the century is a broken lyre. And in the second stanza, we find the line, the land's sharp features seem to be the century's corpse outlined. So the right option is B. The century is described as a corpse or dead body. Next, question number 19. In the Wild Suns at Cool, the poet's heart is so in symbolic terms represents, and the idea heart is so obviously represents the poet's emotional pain and nostalgia. The right option is B. Emotional pain and nostalgia. Next, question number 20. When I awake someday, same idea is expressed by Wordsworth in his poem. The options are Tinternabbe, Yarrow Unvisited, Daffodils, Immortality Ode. The same idea is expressed by Wordsworth, the great romantic poet, in his famous poem Immortality Ode. And there the poet says, our birth is but a sleep and a forgetting. So the same idea is expressed obviously in the poem Immortality Ode. The right option is D. Next, question number 21. What does the final line, let us sleep now, imply about the soldier's experience of war? In the final line, the dead German soldier suggests the English soldier to seek solace, rest and peace in eternal sleep or death after the horrors and massacre of war that raises men above hatred and enmity. Thus here, sleep suggests a visionary dream, which means the waking up into the world of the universal brotherhood and peace, where there shall be love devoid of hatred. So here, the last line, let us sleep, obviously suggests that they find peace in death. The right option is A, because both the soldiers find peace or brotherhood or universal brotherhood in death. The right option is A. Next, question number 22. What is the setting of Strange Meeting? The options are a battlefield, a dreamlike underworld, a soldier's camp, a hospital. We know that Strange Meeting is a visionary poem or dream poem, and the setting of the poem is also dreamlike and it's described as hell in the poem. So the right option is B, a dreamlike hell or underworld. Next, question number 23. What does the doe in the listeners symbolize? The options are an invitation to enter, a boundary between life and death, a home of happiness, a gateway to nature. And we know the listeners, symbolically, the poem explores the idea that there is a boundary between the two worlds, the worlds of the supernatural beings and also the human world, that is the world of life and death. So the right option is obviously B, because the doe here stands for a boundary between life and death. Life means the world of the livings and death means the world of the spirits. So the right option is B. That's why the traveler did not get any answer from the world of the spirits. So the doe here stands for the boundary or border. Next, question number 24. How do the listeners respond to the travelers knocking and calling? The options are they open the door, they answer back, they remain silent, they laugh. In the poem, we find the lines, and he felt in his heart their strangeness, their stillness, answering his cry. So the right option is obviously C. They remain silent, because their stillness or silence answers his cry. That is the cry of the traveler. The right option is C. Next, question number 25. The ablest man I have met in Bulgaria. Here the speaker speaks up, and here the speaker is Shaw's hero, Bloomsley, and he speaks of Nicola, and he considers Nicola the ablest man in Bulgaria. So the right option is B, Nicola. Next, question number 26. In the bet regarding the old court, Sergius intended to side with. The options are Catherine, Major Petkov, Luca, Bloomsley. And obviously Sergius intended to side with Catherine. He says, I bet my best charger against an Arab mare for Raina that Nicola finds the coat in the blue closet. So Sergius believes that the coat is in the blue closet. So he sides with obviously Catherine. So the right option is A, Catherine. Next, question number 27. She would make two of she. Here the first she is. The options are Miss Neville, Kate, Bedbouncer, Mrs. Hardcastle. And this is said by Tony. Regarding his lady love, Tony says, she has two eyes as black as sloes and cheeks as broad and red as a pulpit cushion. She would make two of she. So here first she refers to obviously Bedbouncer, and the next or second she is Miss Neville. So the right option is obviously C, Bedbouncer. The first she refers to Bedbouncer, Tony's beloved. Next, question number 28. Which of the following best describes Mr. Hardcastle's attitude towards London? We know that Mr. Hardcastle is an old-fashioned person and he doesn't like London fashion or artificialities at all. So the right option is B. He disdains or hates it and prefers a simpler rural life. So the right option is B. Next, question number 29. This gentleman thinks that separate is telling on. Here gentleman refers to, and the gentleman is none but Mr. Cookson, who went to visit Fulda. So the right option is D, Cookson. Next, question number 30. Nothing to be done till it's broken. Here it refers to. The options are Windover, willpower, raise, rule. And this is said by chaplain named Miller, and he says extraordinary perverted willpower, some of them. Nothing to be done till it's broken. So here it refers to obviously the willpower of the convicts. So the right option is B, willpower. Next, question number 31. Then it died out. In the lagoon, it means the options are fire, star, the moon, diamylin. And in the short story here it refers to the fire made by the polars on their boat. So here it refers to obviously fire. Next, question number 22. There was silence behind us. The silent prevails after dash firing. The options are fourth, second, third, last. We find the line, my brother fired once, twice, and the booming of the gong ceased. There was silence behind us. So the right option is B, second, because there was silence behind us or behind Arshad and his ladylove after the second firing. So the right option is B. Next, question number 33. Exposed and isolated. The description is about, the options are house, Mr. Thurlow, Mrs. Thurlow, bicycle. And this is the description about the house of the Thurlows. So the right option is A, house. Next, question number 34. What does Capri symbolize in the Lotus Eater? And in the Lotus Eater, Capri is the symbol of an idyllic escape from reality or from the life of work. So the right option is B, an idyllic escape from reality. So the right option is B. Next, question number 35. He wore a pair of very old espadrilles. The line describes Wilson's, the options are footwear, shirt, trousers, coat. And this is the description of Wilson's footwear. So the right option is A, footwear. Next, question number 36. Mrs. Thurlow is compared to an ox due to her, the options are physical strength and stamina, stubbornness and anger, patience and endurance, attire and wisdom. Obviously, Mrs. Thurlow is compared to an ox due to her patience and endurance, because she is patient and she endures everything without any protest. So the right option is C. Next, question number 37. What is the main theme of the gift of the Magi? We know that gift of the Magi mainly deals with love and selfless sacrifice. So the right option is B. True love involves sacrifice, because the protagonists Jim and Della sacrificed the most valuable things of their life, and true love makes this sacrifice possible. So the right option is B. True love involves sacrifice. Next, question number 38. Give it to me quick. Here it refers to, the options are here, fob chain, set of combs, $20. And here obviously it refers to $20 Della gets after selling her hair. So the right option is D, $20. Next, question number 39. Which of the following is not the prominent trait of a short story? And the most prominent trait of a short story is obviously brevity or briefness. So economy is obviously one of the traits. Then digression, this is not the trait of short story. Single plot, this is also one of the traits. Unity, this is also one of the characteristics. So the trait or characteristic which is not, that is digression. So the right option is B, digression. Next, question number 40. What does the Tatus show of Lide symbolize in Dream Children and Reverie? And Lide, we know, the river of forgetfulness according to classical mythology. And human beings cross this river after death and before birth. So the right option is B, forgetfulness and death. Next, question number 41. Too tender to be called upbraiding. The word upbraiding means, obviously the word upbraiding means resentful or hateful, and this is the description of the face of little Alice. So the right option is C, resentful or hateful. Next, question number 42. Which type of language does Hill recommend in writing? Obviously Hill recommends simple and conversational language or style. So the right option is B. Simple and conversational language is obviously preferred by Hill. So the right option is B. Next, question number 43. According to Hill, writing is dash perspiration. The options are 1%, 100%, 55%, 99%. In the text, we find the line, writing is 99% hard work and 1% inspiration. So the right option is obviously 99, because writing is 99% hard work or perspiration. So the right option is D. Next, question number 44. He dropped with one tipsy hand. Rhetorically, this is an instance of, the options are chiasmus, pun, hypeles, climax. In a climax, a series of words or ideas is arranged in an ascending order of importance. For example, I came, I saw, I conquered. Hypeles or transferred epithet, the epithet or adjective is transferred from its proper place to another. And this line, he dropped with one tipsy hand, this is obviously an example of hypeles or transferred epithet, because here the hand was not tipsy but the person driving was tipsy. So the right option is C. tipsy hand, that is hand is not tipsy but the person he driving the bicycle was tipsy. So the right option is C, hyperless or transferred epithet. Next, question number 45. He would charm the bird from the tree. This line is an instance of, the options are hyperbole, innuendo, personification, jugma. In a jugma, two nouns are connected by a single verb, although each of them requires a separate one. For example, the time and the basal past. Personification, nature, inanimate object or an abstraction is invested with the attributes of a living being. For example, opportunity knocks at the door. The trees are weeping with her. Innuendo, in an innuendo, something is hinted instead of being plainly stated. The purpose is to damage one's character or reputation. For example, my friend left the room and the pen was missing. And hyperbole means exaggeration, and here an exaggerated statement is made because Mrs. Thurlow says that he would charm the bird from the tree. So this is an exaggerated statement regarding Tony Lumpkin. So the right option is A, hyperbole or exaggeration. Next, question number 46. He said to me, don't borrow from them. Its indirect form is, and he said to me. Said, reporting verb, it's in past tense. Don't borrow from them. And the sentence is imperative sentence. And imperative sentence comma inverted উঠে to বসবে, আর যদি নেগেটিভ হয় not to. আর রিপোর্টিং ভার্ব said to, দুটো অবজেক্ট, to whom and what is said. So said হয়ে যাবে টেল ভার্ব, তাহলে told me not to, and told me not to রয়েছে C option. He told me not to borrow from them. So the right option হয়ে যাবে he told me not to borrow from them. The right option is C. Next, question number 47. Select the specific determiner. The options are all, an, any, that. Determiner দু ধরনের হয়, দেখে নিচ্ছি। Determiner দু ধরনের। Number 1, specific or definite determiner. Number 2, general or indefinite determiner. এবং specific determiner এর মধ্যে the, this, that, these, those, my, your, our, his, her, their, its, first, second, third, etc. That is all ordinal numbers. আর general বা indefinite determiners এর মধ্যে a, an, all, any, other, both, each, either, enough, few, little, many, more, most, several, some, such, 1, 2, 3, that is all cardinal number. So the right option is obviously D. এখানে specific determiner হচ্ছে that. The right option is D. Next, question number 48. Children dash online for more than 2 years. এখানে duration of time বোঝাচ্ছে, that is 2 বছর থেকে চলছে, তাহলে এটা tense হয়ে যাবে present perfect continuous tense. So the right option C. Children have been studying online for more than 2 years. The right option is C. Next, question number 49. John and not you dash come here. The options are was, has, have been. John and not you. আর এখানে verb agrees with the first subject. দেখে নেব rules. In case of, as well as, but, besides, then, together with, along with, no less than, like, unlike, in addition to, and not, etc. The verb agrees with first subject. কিছু examples দেখে নিচ্ছে। The boy with all his friends has, that is the boy. Next, they like or unlike my friend were, they were. Mr. Roy along with his colleagues is, that is Mr. Roy. The teachers along with the principal have, that is the teachers. The star as well as the moon is, because the star. So সব ক্ষেত্রে যেটা দেখা যাচ্ছে the verb agrees with the first subject. তাহলে এখানেও হয়ে যাবে জন অ্যান্ড নট ইউ, দেন দ্য ভার্ব এগ্রিজ উইথ দ্য ফার্স্ট সাবজেক্ট। সো ফার্স্ট সাবজেক্ট ইজ জন, তাহলে জনের সঙ্গে হচ্ছে হ্যাজ। সো জন অ্যান্ড নট ইউ হ্যাজ কাম হিয়ার। সো দ্য রাইট অপশন ইজ বি, হ্যাজ। নেক্সট কোশ্চেন নাম্বার 50, আই এম শিওর হি ওয়েন্ট দেয়ার ড্যাশ হি। এটা কোশ্চেন ট্যাগ বা ট্যাগ কোশ্চেন এবং ওয়েন্ট আছে, তাহলে এটাকে ভাঙলে হয়ে যাবে ডিড গো। তাহলে এটা অক্সিলারি ভার্ব ডু ডিড, তাহলে হয়ে যাবে নেগেটিভ ডিডন্ট হি। I am sure he went there. Didn't he? The right option is C. Didn't. Next, question number 51. Which of the following is an adverbial phrase of reason in the sentence? And the sentence is, due to the sudden rains, we had to cancel our plans. And here, the adverbial phrase is due to the sudden rains. And এর দ্বারা reason বোঝাচ্ছে কারণ। So the right option হয়ে যাবে C, due to the sudden rains. তাহলে এখানে adverbial phrase of reason হচ্ছে due to the sudden rains. Next, question number 52. It rests on how he behaves. This sentence contains a or an adjective clause, noun clause, adverbial clause, none. This rests on how he behaves. How he behaves, এটা হচ্ছে subordinate noun clause. So the right option is B, subordinate noun clause. And actually এটা preposition, object of a preposition, on preposition এর object হিসেবে আছে। So the right option B, noun clause. Next, question number 53. Choose the correct pronoun. My office is further than dash. The options are hers, her, she, she's. She's means she is, এটা হচ্ছে না, sheও হবে না। এবার অপশন হার না হার্স। আচ্ছা, যখন পরে নাউন থাকবে না, মেনশন নেই, তখন হয়ে যাবে হার্স। হার্স মিন্স দেন হার অফিস। আর যদি হার লিখতে হয় তাহলে এটা হবে হার অফিস। তাহলে রাইট অপশন হচ্ছে হার্স, দ্যাট ইজ মাই অফিস ইজ ফার্দার দেন হার্স। হার্স মিন্স হার অফিস। পরের নাউন যদি না থাকে তাহলে হার্স, আর যদি পরে নাউন থাকে তাহলে হার, তারপর নাউন। সো দ্য রাইট অপশন এখানে হচ্ছে হার্স, কারণ তারপরে অফিস বা পরের যে নাউন সেটা নেই। সো দ্য রাইট অপশন ইজ এ। নেক্সট, কোশ্চেন নাম্বার 54. আই উইশ আই ড্যাশ টলার। আচ্ছা, এটা সাবজাংটিভ মুডে রয়েছে, কারণ উইশ আছে, নন ফ্যাকচুয়াল। সো দ্য রাইট অপশন হয়ে যাবে ওয়ার, কারণ সাবজেক্টিভ মুডে সবসময় ওয়ার। সাবজাংটিভ মুডের এটা past subjunctive, তাহলে হচ্ছে ওয়ার। দ্য রাইট অপশন ইজ বি। নেক্সট, কোশ্চেন নাম্বার 55. হুইচ অফ দ্য ফলোয়িং ইজ অ্যান ইলেটিভ কনজাংশন? এবং এখানে ইলেটিভ কনজাংশন হচ্ছে ফর। কিছু ইলেটিভ কনজাংশনস দেখে নেব। ইলেটিভ কনজাংশন, সাম ইলেটিভ কনজাংশনস আর দেয়ারফর, ফর, সো, হেন্স, কনসিকুয়েন্টলি। দ্যাট ইজ সাচ কনজাংশন ইনফা অফ গিভ রিজন। So the right option is D, for. এখানে ইলেটিভ কনজাংশন হচ্ছে for. Next, 56. 70 rupees dash lying in small notes on the table. And 70 rupees এটা ইউনিট হিসেবে নয়, lying in small notes, that is so many notes. তাহলে এটা প্লুরাল ভার্ব নিবে। 70 rupees are lying in small notes on the table. আর যদি এরকম থাকতো 70 rupees ড্যাশ নট এনাফ ফর মি, তখন ইজ, যখন ইউনিট, সিঙ্গেল ইউনিট, বাট হিয়ার নট সিঙ্গেল ইউনিট। সো দ্য রাইট অপশন এ, আর, প্লুরাল ভার্ব। নেক্সট, কোশ্চেন নাম্বার 57. হোয়াট ইজ দ্য প্যাসিভ ফর্ম অফ আই স হিম ডু দ্য ওয়ার্ক? আচ্ছা, আই স হিম ডু দ্য ওয়ার্ক, এটা বেয়ার ইনফিনিটিভ আছে, এবং বেয়ার ইনফিনিটিভ অ্যাক্টিভে যদি থাকে সেটা প্যাসিভে ইনফিনিটিভ হয়ে যাবে, দ্যাট ইজ টু বসবে। তাহলে এটা হয়ে যাবে হি অবজেক্ট, হি ওয়াজ সিন বাই মি টু ডু দ্য ওয়ার্ক, অথবা হি ওয়াজ সিন টু ডু দ্য ওয়ার্ক বাই মি, বা বাই মি দিলেও হবে, না দিলেও হবে। তাহলে এটা রাইট অপশন হচ্ছে ডি, হি ওয়াজ সিন টু ডু দ্য ওয়ার্ক বাই মি নেই। সো দ্য রাইট অপশন ইজ ডি, হি ওয়াজ সিন টু ডু দ্য ওয়ার্ক। নেক্সট, কোশ্চেন নাম্বার 58. They were prevailed dash to join our group. The options are upon, up, in, for. আচ্ছা, prevailed এর পর upon, on দুটোই হতে পারে, যার মানে হচ্ছে to persuade or convince someone to do something, এবং এখানে আপনও হতে পারে, অনও হতে পারে। অ্যাকচুয়ালি আপনটা হচ্ছে ফর্মাল এবং অনটা, আর অন হচ্ছে মডার্ন ইউজেস। আপন অন দুটোই হতে পারে, এখানে আছে আপন, সো দ্য রাইট অপশন হয়ে যাবে প্রিভেলড আপন। দে ওয়ার প্রিভেলড আপন টু জয়েন আওয়ার গ্রুপ। দ্য রাইট অপশন ইজ এ। নেক্সট, question number 58. What is the meaning of the phrasal verb fall through? And the phrasal verb fall through means obviously fail, ব্যর্থ হওয়া. So the right option is D, fail. Next, question number 60, last one. Load of cobblers means, the options are nonsense, serious matter, heavy load, anxiety. Load of cobblers, it's a phrase, এটা একটা idiom বা phrase, এবং এর মানে হচ্ছে insignificant things or nonsense. So the right option is A, nonsense. So completed.